Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. I went to log in because I was like, okay, if there's a lot of people, hello, what's up? So I wasn't planning to stream till later, obviously. We are extra early because I was like, okay, well, if the queues are really bad, like people are saying they are, then it could take me 2 hours to log in, realistically. So I was like, worst case, we'll start like 2 hours early. And then I logged in, and there was a queue of like 200 people. I was like, oh, I could be in like half an hour. And then I tabbed out to look at something else. And then I heard like the whoosh of you've been let into the game, and I tabbed back in, and sure enough, after 2 minutes, I got in. So rather than just lurking here for fear of not being able to log back in later, and being rude and just kind of taking up a spot that other people could use to play, uh, I figured, why not? We'll just do stream early today. Quite the blessing indeed. Yeah, it doesn't get bad until like 5 p.m. I've had queues upwards of 2,000 sometimes trying to log in at 3 o'clock before. So I wanted to play it safe. And it's a good thing I did because I managed to get I managed to get on, so. Someone I know has been getting up around 6 to 7 a.m. to get in early. Yikes. Good call? Yeah. I mean, that's what I was doing, during the early access stuff. I ended up just... because I was trying to level classes on a different character, I ended up just logging in the first thing in the morning. Just so I would, like, be able to be on, and then I had the rest of the day to do, like, actual work stuff. But yeah, we, finished up the last quest of Post Shadowbringers yesterday, and now it's finally here. The next ship to sail. Rayla, do you have some time to talk? Sure, bud. I'd like to gather everyone in Dawn's Respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Okay. Let's take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. Wait, did I not finish? Is this the last quest? This might be the last quest from Post Shadowbringers. We have since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telophoroi. Or maybe this is the first quest. I don't know. The Telophoroi's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of aeons past. An apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we can find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielding the blessing of light seem to be able to resist being tempered, at least. But after what happened to Arenvald and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telophori are under the leadership of Fandaniel and one other delightful fellow, Xenos Ye Galvus, Crown Prince and our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, I forgot about that, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. Yeah, so basically, the Empire has unraveled from the inside out. Capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but that has since changed, and in troubling ways. Aye, during our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appear to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. Horrid. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events, too, were orchestrated by the Talaforoi. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We will find a way in Sharlayan, I am sure of it. Master Fortuno's comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The Forum knows more than it is letting on. Yeah, because he said we would know if the final days were happening. Like, how would you know? Sorry to interrupt. We've just received word from Mistress Cryle. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized. Yeah! You're ahead to Limsa Lominsa aboard the next ship bound for Sharlayan. And on arrival, present yourselves as Associates of the Students of Baldesian, come to assist with the Order's restoration. Okay. The arrangements may be settled, but whatever your thoughts, they must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. You mean after being, disowned? I'm eager to see it, of course. Of course. Ahem. We should set off at once. Yeah! Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. Yeah! I'm gonna turn the game volume down just a tiny bit. I cranked it way up a while ago. That was a mistake. There we go. Just a little bit. Yeah. I'm excited. New content. Ship this way. Okay. Whee! Oh, that's right. The Christmas event is happening right now. Oops, I forgot about that. Whee! Oh, look at the snowman. That's so cute. Hello, Tataru. Look at all those people over there trying to go ocean fishing. The poor things. The ship for Sharlayan should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me, and have all your luggage close at hand. Yes, Tataru. Oh, whoops, I turned it down for you guys too. Here, let me turn it back up a bit.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
Yeah.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Everybody bully Thancred. Go, go, go.
Will this be your first visit to Sharlayan, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Why is he
Are
grumpy
we
now?
strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
Ah.
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Are you all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just... we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hell-bent on destroying the world.
Thanks for the reminder, Tataru.
And, once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Understandable. I'll drag them back. If I have to. Everybody will come home.
I'll hold you to that.
Good.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Oh, hey.
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return.
Yay.
We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
Yay.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Sharlayan!
It's time.
No need to be so
Then
ominous
we must
about
delay
it.
no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Have a safe journey! And please, please, be careful.
I will do my best.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux.
Hey there, Emmett. It's been a
In
while.
uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice.
Yeah, bud?
That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end.
Well, there's no need to be such a Debbie Downer about it.
Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
We will do just that, Mr. Hades, sir.
And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Okay. That's ominous, but okay. World map. Oh, that's a long boat ride. It's not gonna Siren Song see us, is it? 5 minutes into the expansion? I would hope not.
Here.
God?
Feel.
It's God.
Think.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
Hey, I heard a voice. Did you hear anything?
Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself.
My ears are bigger, so that makes sense.
In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Sharlayan should be coming into view at any moment.
Might as well. I'm liable to get seasick down here. Oh? Oh, hey, Lena. Come back here. Are you gonna
My
say
voice
something?
yet
Okay.
reaches you.
Hello.
I am glad.
Oh, it's Heidelin. He was also Venoss, so I wasn't wrong.
Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Yes. Why now, Heidelin?
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Heidelin has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse, which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid.
She's got pretty eyes.
Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it.
That's ominous. But we already knew that.
When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers
That's
to the
cryptic.
floor, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
If you say so, ma'am. Alright, what's all this shouting about? Where is it? Oh, there's the children.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
No, where is it?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Oh, and there's the rest of the merry band.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen.
Theme song.
There she is. Good old Sharlayan.
Oh, I see it.
Yo.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed, 'tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Just because you don't have a dad doesn't mean there aren't, like, 3 replacements standing around you right now.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
Yeah. Let's go. How do we dock this ship faster? Oh, that's a pretty sky. Of course the moon is there. A constant reminder of things to come. Endwalker! Yes!
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
You can at least attempt to hide your contempt there, Emmett. Old Sharlayan.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
Yeah, me and Estinian might be sleeping on the ship for a
True that,
while.
as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the
Good evening.
Scions.
Hello, hello.
Crown has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the
How are you
students
doing
of
today?
Baldessian. And our ostensible reason for
I'm
being
doing
here
good.
is to aid in their
Doing
order's
good.
restoration.
Excited. I hope they don't kick me out at the immigration office.
Right here. It might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
I forgot that he's part of the
course.
students of Baldessian.
The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
It's so pretty.
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city.
This place
Would you be
must
so
get
kind as to
absolutely
process our entry
ruined
applications?
if there's ever, like, strong waves, though.
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahat here of the students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Yeah. Doing good, thanks for asking. Just discovered something on level 90 that I didn't know I could do. Oh boy.
Ishtola rule.
That's my favorite. When I cap out on an expansion and discover that, oh, I have more buttons I can press and more crazy things that I can do now.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with a citizen registry kept in the main repository.
Oh, I hope those two will be let in then.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Oh, the twins. Oh boy. Well, rip. Rip to the twins.
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
Troubled.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not
Feel so
Sharlayan
bad for the
natives, but you will
twins.
find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Hello,
Name and
tiny child.
occupation?
I mean, I guess of all of them. Yeah. Champion of Eorzea.
And it is a title well earned, I can assure you.
Thanks, Graha.
An adventurer by trade is what your documentation indicates. No mention of this particular title. Self-appointed, I take it. Either way, your employer seems willing to vouch for your character, so I shall, albeit reluctantly, grant you entry. Champion. And you, sir?
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Estinian? Estinian? You good there? Oh, here comes Carl to
If
the
you'll
rescue.
allow me. My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Meanwhile, Rayla just twiddling her thumbs, resisting the urge to just cause chaos always. Hello, Kryle. Thanks for that save.
Cryle! It is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh! Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
You'll be lucky if they don't launch you back into the ocean, my friend. Here we are at last. The great shitty of... Shitty? Oh boy. We're off to a great start today. The great city of Sharlayan. You may have noticed some similarities with the Crystarium, yes? Yeah, I thought so. Oh, but we really should let Kryle have her say first. We can continue this conversation another time. Okay. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming to port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. I will try, but I make no promises. Kryle sweeps the silence with a speculative look. Donkey, can you explain how the water comes from that urn at the top? Yeah. So, how it works clearly is that, see, water comes out of the top, and then it goes into the ocean. And then there are people at the bottom of the fountain that grab buckets of water and run up a hidden staircase inside of the statue and pour the buckets of water into the urn while no one's looking. And then it's flowing again. Sorry, I'm just memeing you. I had a feeling. You're making it even worse. I mean, you can't prove me wrong. Who's to say that's not how it works? I had thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Rayla and Estinian's first time in Sharlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit, and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldesian Annex. How does that sound? 'Tis a fine suggestion. You may not be welcome at the Leveilleur estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. I am equally untethered, as it were. There is no particular place that I can call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetherite Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there. I, too, have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith. By thy leave. He seemed a little grumpy, but okay. What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. Goodbye. But I could... Oh. He's gone. Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you will have me. Come, Rayla. Sharlayan awaits. Yay! to you, my friend. I am more than content to follow your lead. I've never been here before. Sir. 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 I don't know where I am. What does that mean? Grahati is now accompanying you. You've met your side in order to proceed with... Do I have to... Well, no, I'm leading. Is this like a reverse escort mission? You can leave Graha behind by entering a different area using the Aethernet, or by putting too much distance between you. Okay. Also speak with Graha and select the option to part ways. If you wish to have Graha accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While he's accompanying you, try next speaking with Kryl. Hello, Kryl. All set? Then let us be on our way. Our first stop, amusingly enough, will be the last stand. Okay. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Kryl is also now accompanying you. Lead your two companions to the last stand and speak with Kryl at the designated location. You may encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. Okay. Oh, it's like an old Final Fantasy game. Your party members follow you. Oh, I love that. I love this dearly. However, I'm not doing what they want me to do. I have a city's worth of aetherites to collect. I'm sure it'll, like, guide me around the city. But I am gonna grab the main one before I forget. City looks so pretty. I know, I love it. Honestly, like, I think the aetherite here is my favorite part. Oh, there are so many people here. Also, you might notice, I managed to find a way to get chat to disappear completely from my screen, so I don't have to deal with people spoiling things. Did I manage to find the Aether Compass? Yes, I did. I re-hotbarred it. It took me a hot minute though. Ooh, conversation point. Just checking for if you want to search for them and you're thinking it doesn't work. Yeah, I noticed that my old one was just a question mark on my hotbar before. Discuss the giant statue in the harbor. This path leading out towards the sea is known as the Thaliac Stoa, so named for the statue of the scholar stands at its end. As you know, the Sharlayan people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when the Thaliac was chosen as our patron deity, it was more a matter of pragmatism than belief, an alignment of principles, as it were. We may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Ishgardians. Individual Sharlayans can, and do, worship the divinities of their choosing. Interesting. That happened to me too, until I randomly hit one and was like, oh snap, why is this the first one I find? Yeah. I didn't realize that it was a man statue. I just, for some reason, assumed it was a lady. Now that is a sight one could hardly forget, the great statue of Thaliac. As a student of Baldesian, I was usually quartered on the Isle of Val, but I would gaze up at the scholar's widest features every time I returned by ship to the city. You have another talk option. I'm grateful to have Kryl's help in reacquainting myself with this place. It's almost as if I'm seeing it all with new eyes, as you are. I mean, you kind of are. At least one of your eyeballs is new to this place. Because he had mismatched eyes when he left. A bunny boy without bunny ears? That could be it. I wouldn't be surprised. Come on, let's head to the cafe. It may not seem so at a glance, but the last stand is actually a very important part of the city. Why? And why is it called the last stand? And here we are, the last stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Sharlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. Yeah, I mean, the Bun Boys are kind of feminine. That's fair. That's valid. How can I put this? The food is, it's bland. As encapsulated by our infamous Archon loaf, the prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first and taste a distant second. There was one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. That's valid. And so the last stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Sharlayan, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the most impressive items on the menu. Not that I ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Because you were a typical Sharlayan when it came to cheap and convenient, but surely Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should stop when the time permits and sample the cafe's delights. Shall we press on? Stairs to the side of the cafe there will take us up to the Aetherite Plaza. I should have known that it was just going to lead me places. It would have been funny if they made the Bun Boys the shorter one though, like they did with the Elra, where the guys are giant and the girls are tiny. I mean, if I can find a bunny boy just out in the wild, they're actually, I think I'm max height female Viera. There's a bunny boy. See? He's a little bit shorter, but not like tiny like the Aura, sadly. That would have been hilarious though. So there's an Aetherite here for me to grab. Nope, that's the one I already grabbed. So up these stairs they want me to go. Yeah. I was upset, because they were like, oh yeah, we added more, hairstyles to the Viera. Let's see, I'm a little taller. And I was like, oh cool! Like, I wonder what those hairstyles could be. And then I looked, and they added one hairstyle to the Viera. One! I do like the new Aetherite menu. Yeah, it's my brain is horrible for remembering those sorts of things. So having like the visual representation of, oh, I can see it. That's my quest marker next to that Aetherite, so that's the one I need to go to. It's great. It's great for my short-term memory problems. An unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, that it's a perfectly functioning Aetherite. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. It is much vaunted. Discoveries are the reason Sharlayan stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of elegant Aetherites, it allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. Interesting. To the next destination, which I assume is the marketplace here. Look at this tiny bunny boy. Yeah, see, that one's almost as tall as me. But I think the females are still taller no matter what. I like feeling tall. After being a an Aura and then a cat girl for so long on my main character. This feels nice. Watch out for spoiler glam though. I don't really consider glams to be a spoiler unless they're wearing like... Oh, what was the one thing that I got spoiled on ages ago from a glamour? It was like a certain character's accessory you were given a while back. I don't remember what though. I usually open the map again to see what aetheryte was the closest. Yeah, that's what I used to do. Welcome to the Agora, where you can find wares made in Sharlayan, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out. For the most part. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? Kyle, no. On a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one which has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. Back to the plaza, up north, and climb the stairs to the imposing building at the top. Sure. It's a fascinating experience to walk around the city and contrast my image of the past with the reality of the present. I mean, your image of the past is like 300 years old, gamer. I wouldn't be as surprised. Is that a bunny boy sage wearing the chibi outfit? It is. That's hilarious. Moving on. That's something I need to do still, is I need to get the 2B set for this character. I'll have to... I do have the quest, so I'll have to do that at some point. Yeah, day one there was a bun boy in a maid outfit. Yeah, that's right, because they ungender locked the maid and butler outfits, which is great. I love that so much. I love the butler outfit, and I was so mad to learn that it was male only. Water features. These decorative little features are typical Sharlayan architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Bow were rather simple and rustic by comparison. This is the Nymphaeum, an area dedicated to the blessings of water. For Sharlayans, water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of knowledge which flows from Thalic's divine fever. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city, and a propensity for using water as a decorative feature in our architecture. Yeah, this is kind of a waste of good water, gamers. There's a aetheryte up here that I can grab when I get to the top. Yeah, but I can imagine why bunny boy inmate outfit would be popular, considering all of the cat boys went to bun boys. Hi, Cryle. What's this place? Grand structure before you is the rostra. The name refers to the original public forum platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and duties of its members remains largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. Oh, the fog's rolling in. Dang it! The vista put me in mind of my arrival on the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how I might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, great city of Sharlayan. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the counselors would object to you simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. Yeah, you old man. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing continues with the fittingly named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. Okay. Well, I can still kind of see the city. The fog isn't that bad. Oh, you see houses off in the distance. Some towers over there. I love the, like, domes. The domes are nice. I refuse to be a bunny though, because I can't wear the hats I want. Usually I don't wear hats, but the hats I do wear don't work. Yeah, that's the one thing about Viera compared to like Mikote or Aura that I don't quite like is the hats issue. That's an astrologian. That's an astrologian. I don't know why I said it the dumb way the first time. Hello, astrologian. That was astrologian artifact here on that NPC. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. What's this place? We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon Newkampf built their first homes. Oh, okay. You see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. That estate belongs to our friends of House Leveilleur. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. Probably that, yeah. Like, directly back to the annex. You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Down towards the harbor, across the bridge, and then follow the path below the plaza? Sure, but there's an Aetheryte over here? Yes. So let's grab that first real quick. I don't mind sneaking close to the, Bad Dad mansion over here. Not sure how I feel about the bunny ears, I just can't make them look cute with the hairstyles. I mean, yeah, that's fair. Oh, there's another one down here. I've probably missed a few of the Ethernet thingies, but that's fine. I'll pick them up later. The one thing that I saw from Endwalker Day 1 was people posting pictures of NPCs up in the sky, and I was like, I don't get it. But now what I'm thinking is, as they were leading the NPCs around, they would get caught on weird geometry and just shoot into the sky, and that's hilarious. Yeah. See that stylish, shiny new house down there? It's mine. Wish I could say I was lucky enough to snag the plot from it, but no, I really do deserve it. Is that a housing district? Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Dang. Alright, well, I have to run because I can't teleport with these people connected to me, so... Ooh. What's up? Right, we crossed the bridge here. Okay, just directions. Mostly Graha. Yeah. Yeah, understandable. Someone's taking photos. I am so tall. Yeah, the thing with the Vieira in general is, like, if you're gonna play a Vieira, you're playing the Vieira for the bunny ears. Like, full stop. That's the problem. That or to feel tall. And you're right, bun girls can go up to 191 and bun boys up to 186. Yeah! I'm tall! Hear me! Is this the place, Kyle? Is this your house? As the joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Baldesian Annex. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive on the doorstep of the phenomenon. But I think we've explored enough of it for one day. We can take you there another time. Inside with you, then. Oh, cutscene. Okay. I don't have a choice, I suppose. I'm back, and I've brought Rayla and Raha with me. I know you. I think. Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Graha. Nice to see you again. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Rayla. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika? Ojika's... That's not the name that I know. That's suspicious, though. It has been an age. An administration officer for the students of Baldesian. I think someone related to this one shows up in Eureka. He oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. Champion of Eorzea has featured prominently in Kyle and Graha's reports, so for me, this is akin to seeing a fabled hero come to life. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Valis served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasion to visit Sharlayan. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we were engaged in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the isle itself, vanished, the annex has served as our base of operations. Yet it feels so empty. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we will see the students rise again. That's ominous. Kyle, don't say that and make that face. But first, we must ensure that the Telophori fall. Fair enough. Can't comment on the VR comment without sounding like a perv. Why? What were you gonna say? You can say it. It's fine. We're probably all thinking the same thing. Through that door on the left there is the main hall, where we can discuss our options moving forward. That's a door. Once everyone arrives, that is. You probably have time to rest before our discussions begin in earnest. I've had private quarters prepared for you in the Andron, so please feel free to make yourself at home. Ah, the nap rooms. Perfect for an afternoon doze. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. Gamers are quite well appointed. Far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. Just simply that we were so often busy with research or exhausted from journeys abroad that we would slip to the Endron just to steal a few winks. Unless they became known amongst the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might well last into the following morning. Fair enough. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. Yay! Yes. The fact that the bun girls are a bit more curvy. Unless you play, like, a Highlander. Yeah. Big agree. I love my big boobie bunnies. I like their faces, honestly. Like, the one thing that keeps drawing me back to the Vieira is specifically the face that I picked. I can't scroll that far around, but... Like, she just has such a cute face. Like, look at how cute. Would have played a Highlander if they were more cutesy though. The stance just screams warrior. Yeah, I think that's why I like the Vieira, aside from like the limitations of no headgear and like limited hairstyles, is that they're just so freaking cute. Love them. I'm in a city-state, so I can do this, right? Oh. Well, about that. That hat doesn't work, but I don't think I should use that glam anymore. Anyway, I don't think that's safe for Twitch. Yeah. I haven't really checked my glamours. I need to make new ones. I need to get more glamour gear is what I need. Yes. Let's go wait for our friends. Hello, Cryo. Oh, wow. That's the world map. Yep, that's the world map. Crystal Tower. Bahamut stuff. Mughals? That's weird. Garuda. Different maps. Huh. This room's cool. Alright, what you got for me, Kryle? Feeling refreshed and alert? Our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. Do you know, do the market board and Mog Station hairstyles work for Vieira? So...
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
Sorry, Urianjay. As far as I've seen, I think the 2B hair works. But I own Rainmaker, and that one didn't work. I don't have any Mog Station hairstyles, I don't think. But like, I have Great Lengths, that also doesn't work. I have a couple other hairstyles and none of those work. It seems like the only one they added was one of the default hairs and then Battle Ready Bob. I have Early to Rise, but if those don't work, I assume most don't. Yeah, I would assume not. I know they plan to add more in future patches. Like, I think they might add more of them when they integrate the ones for Hrothgar, but I don't know. I don't know what does and doesn't work. Yes, enable it, yes. That is what
It's
I
fine, Urianjay. We're all here now.
No more reading.
Let's get down to business then, shall we? Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroi's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy.
Side short, right side long.
The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have
No,
Sharlayan
that
focus
one
on
has always
recording
had
history, while
bangs as an
remaining
option.
entirely uninvolved in the making of it.
I'll double check after this
And at the
cutscene.
other extreme,
I'll duck into
we
the
have advocates for
annex
proactive
housing
diplomacy
see
and direct intervention.
if there's a
My
crystal bell.
grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois. Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, The recent vote to deny
Yeah,
Eorzea's
none of your
request for
hairstyles, so I can't
assistance
tell you.
was unanimous.
I'll just check the crystal bell.
Even
after the
more
cutscene.
concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he'd simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nidana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair.
Yeah, that's
Her
the one
missive
thing about
describes the sudden appearance
the
of a
different
tower,
versions of each
and the subsequent
Vera
summoning
hairstyle
of what
that
I
throw
can
me off
only assume
sometimes
is a lunar
is the way
primal.
highlights work can be vastly different between bangs and no bangs versions, and I'm like, why though?
In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat-Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
It looks like
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. 'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
looks like we're finally
They do,
going to
in fact,
Thavnair.
appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice. But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnarian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
If I must, I shall.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking. Of course, the more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair. Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Yeah.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
Yay! So, I looked it up during the cutscene. Lightning hairstyle has been added to Vieira, as well as the 2B and 9S hairstyles that you can get in game. The one default one that you can pick even from character creation, and then one of the hairstyles from Gold Saucer, which is the ponytail one. Which one should we do first? Let's go to Thavnair. By Thancred. We're Thavnair bound. If you are ready to set out, then so are we. Having been to Thavnair before, I can travel by Aetheryte, but what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Krile was of the same mind, and has already secured the aid of the good folk of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. Uh-oh. The Confluence, thou sayest? Why? I'm afraid so, my friend. Why? Why are you afraid? What happened? Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart, unto whose sanctuary we delivered thee, owing to the knowledge of our comrade Moonbreeda. Oh... That's right. Moonbreeda did do that for us. Moonbreeda was an authority on aetherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection has revealed to me the words I should speak, and thus I have kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice and yours alone. It's too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it's settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kite. I almost picked up the other quest as well. I don't want to confuse myself too much. Short. Anyway. I'm only missing one aetheryte. Let's go grab that first. I keep forgetting that Midgarsimer just hangs out on my shoulder and spits fire sometimes. I like the city music. I like the music for Sharlayan. It's nice. It's chill. the Ethernet shards here. I am free forever. Back to where I just came from. Great. My game is stuttering a bit and that has me nervous. I don't want to end up crashing. Because if I crash now, I'm never getting back in. Well, today at least. Another time, perhaps. Well now, this is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Do they often send men in full plate to retrieve your overdue library books? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Prial. Seek passage to Thavner. Yes. Let me through. Ah, the test subjects. The what? Test subjects? Oh, you hadn't heard? Well then, allow me to explain. So, in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't just use it as a beacon to seek out when you're in the mess of aether hurting along the life stream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of aetheryte teleportation. What if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? Horrifying. Way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. Long years, we've labored to make such travel possible, that people might more move about freely. And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Truly, that changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. Users need not attune to these aetherites, but the aetherites themselves must be pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that our first test pair of aetherites, one has been installed here in Sharlayan, and the other over in Yamadi, a port town in Thavner. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Razat Han. And indeed, we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. Hell yeah! So, to sum it up, we're to test these aetherites. How fortuitous. For you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel aether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherites were made for people like your good self. The magic imbued with them will whisk you away without any effort on your part. That sounds horribly convenient. I am very concerned. A veritable dream come true. Far be it from me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? Only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. May come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they begin to drift helplessly in the life stream, in the statistical unlikely event that something goes awry. Is something gonna go wrong? But it's plain that you aren't the most people. Ooh, but it's plain that you aren't most people. Mr. Skrylov truly knows how to pick 'em. Oh boy, I'm scared. If I might change the subject, are Master Wolfson and Mistress Boida not present today? Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. Large-scale project helmed by the forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. Well, at least Urian J doesn't have to deal with his depression today. Off to the plaza we go to get, pushed into the ethereal sea and sent off to God's know where.
Right, we're all set. Just the four of you, was it?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects.
Sorry to disappoint
well, never
them, I
mind.
suppose.
If our 3 travelers could line up here, please. Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
No, I'm sorry, what?
What?
You can't gloss over that. You can't just... You can't have someone sign a waiver like this without telling them the risks. Hello? Well, she just did. I mean, yeah. I mean, my bad for not asking the right questions, I suppose. Did we survive?
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads at Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between two peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time.
Don't do that, we can't.
Now
in one
across
piece?
this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
Oh, I'm drunk.
What chance?
Oh, he's dead.
Against such an insidious foe.
Yeah, if Emmett, your narration is falling a little flat here. I am currently too sick to exist. Oh no! Wait. It feels like I'm full of sin eaters all over again.
Shellfish.
Just slumped over.
Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
Wait, did I miss it when they talked about the fountain thingy? They didn't say anything specific about it.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let a Stinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Oh, alright. Well, time to drag myself up. managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Estinian in time? I hope so. In one of those random talks, they explain it for the meme words. Oh, do they? I must have missed it then. I must have missed the interaction option. Blech. Just let me get to the aetherite, please. Let me touch. I must touch the butt. Old joke, bad joke. Stanian. You there. I need 3 drinks. Something that helps with aether sickness. But by the Nancia, traveler. I mean, greetings, and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special Amr lassie, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnair, I am pleased to offer it to you for the low price of 19,800 gil. For not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains. I don't think so. Right, the tirade robbery. You want to say as much in Estinian. You realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. No, bad. 19,800 gil. That's a reasonable deal, isn't it? No. No way. Stop that. Huh? Oh, you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie. This merchant is swindling me. What? Sincerest apology, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for 3 bottles of lassie. That's still... I guess that's fine. That's a 1/10 of the price, though. Is that a difference you were reading in Run Around with Kryl and Graha? Yeah, I must have... I know I interacted with them once each, but I must have not pushed it much further. Or maybe I can bring it up later. Who knows? Am I still sick? No, I'm fine. I lived. Real chat. Here. Praise be to the 12th. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee, Anastinian, and to the fine fruits of this land. You were in time? Excellent. You spared us the Tataru's wrath. I can't speak. Sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. Chug. Chugga, chugga, chugga. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair. I've found it. It's the most I could do against the heat, short of shedding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? Look, a vendor. Man said it's a Thavnarian weave, tough and not so easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. That's 9,400 gil. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphino could hold a candle to you. Yeah, I would have to agree there. I expected the Azure Dragoon to put up more of a fight. On that subject, I shall refrain from making comment, yet I cannot help but observe that the merchants seem overzealous in their pursuit of profit. Claiming Thevner as its dominion, the nation of Radzat Han hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Arkasodra, a Matonga tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hunnish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted by the world over. A development was only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Radzat Han, and such a status cannot be taken for granted. Yeah, I mean, why are people charging highway robbery if everything's supposed to be so regulated? Neither of which I see any evidence, given that merchants at Gateway Town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, that opportunistic pricing is rampant, doth suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, 'twould be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye, we have naught to lose by learning more. So, ere we seek out Kral's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here in Yamaldi? I did not pronounce that correctly at all, but I already advanced the text box, so I cannot correct myself. Oh. Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Rayla, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup by the Aetheryte. Off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. Is this Chocobo or Gemstone Trader? Might as well grab it while I'm here anyway. I almost said, alright, time to look for Aethernets, but this is an open town, it seems? Oh yeah, this is the whole island. Okay. I'm sorry. I want that. How does one get that? I want it. I want it. Oh, that's so pretty in the distance. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles, silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. Yeah, that's true. Oh! Hi! Didn't see you there at first. That's closer than I thought it would be. Ignoring that for the sake of keeping my sanity. Hello, friend. What can you tell me of the port? What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. I still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly anything sells these days. Business has never been this terrible. But I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Kazal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone in my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Kazal a visit. I'll be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at Saltwind Sails, the Harbor Guild building across the water from here. Hello, boatfarer. How fair is your boat? Well, now if it isn't a traveler. You are a rare sight in unsettled times. People have been giving us wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared on Northern air. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no. It had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still live our lives, thanks to the Radiant Host, but business is as good as dead. What will become of us? Only the gods know. Yeah, understandable. Things are, a little rough. Crate is laden with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling, as if they have been left too long. That's no good. Alright, let's meet this Kazam. Hello, sir. You have a tiny tail. The Damaskans aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't gonna help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take that risk. Gah, but this will be an enormous loss. Alright. Forget about the Maskins. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicines, all the perennial Hennish favorites. Consumerism works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all of these things, Kazal, I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. Sadly not, my friend. I see. That's a shame. Sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me? My name is Matsuya, and I'm here to see Kazal. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. No, wait, friend, come back. When? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Over by the person riding a half-size Omega. Hello, Matsuya. Yes? Can I help you? Can I help you? Ah, yes, I saw you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kazal too, did you? Oh, excuse me. Hiccups. I'm Matsuya, a fisherman of Akiali, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kazal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hardworking man, and I dare not disturb him. Maybe I should be checking if I need to use these things. Well, I do have... Those technically are better. Oh, I just got cripplers. Oops. Well, that clips horribly with my gloves. Let's just, I guess those are worse. I didn't realize I had crippler gloves, so I went warm. Not that it seemed they went into my proper inventory anyway. Well, this is my life now. This is a cute top. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. A fisherman's friend. If I may ask, what is it that you do? I'm an adventurer, I guess. An adventurer, you say? You travel the world helping people. Then, that must mean you're dealing with... That means you're great at dealing with strangers. I guess so. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? I can try. That's a weird request. You see, I've brought some fresh fish with me. A portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. Problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've only ever dealt with Kazal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? I will try. Come with me. Yes, can leave him behind by doing things, so I'll try not to do those things. Ah! Oh, well. I'm sorry, Matsuya. Look at his little doggy paddle. I'm sorry, that caught me off guard. I was half expecting him to disappear the moment he hit the water. Alright, sorry for that little detour. Let's go sell some fish. Off to a great start. Alright. Hello, sir. Oh, it's one of these, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yes? How fair you of late. Let's not start immediately with the fish. I suppose I'm well enough, given the circumstance. Things have settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared. Everyone grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. Many remain here for now, but I could not stay away. I had to come back, continue with my life, such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. No place like home, but don't do anything dangerous, hey? Oh, trust me, I don't. Make sure to keep well clear of the tower. When more monsters emerge from it, I heed the Radiant Host's instructions. I hope they can deal with it soon so we can get back to our normal lives. The days when you could earn as much as you gave and tuck into a meal satisfied that you did good work. Speaking of meals... Oh, speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger. Heh, when you bait me like that, how can I not bite? Very well, give me some of your fish. That's how it's done. Delectable stewed in coconut milk or baked with a sprinkle of salt. Ooh. I made a sale! Sale! Alright, Matsuya, let's try this with a little less dunking you into the water this time. As much as I like your swim animation. Hello, miss. Would you like some fish? Buy my fish. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some omra. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be export quality. What do you need them for? Waiting, of course. May seem like a lot, but of late I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas. Not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry. Are you sure you're actually hungry? You know, when I think on it, I'm not too sure. Rather than hungry, perhaps I've been feeling unfulfilled, and I try to fill the void by gorging on food I like. Mood. Do you like fish? Fish? I do like fish, as a matter of fact. Why do you ask? Buy some fish. Oh, so you're a fishmonger. Apologies for the misunderstanding. Seeing as you're here, do you happen to have any Akali sardine? They're perfect in a spicy soup. I certainly do, madam. If you like it spicy, I also recommend them pickled in oil with a generous amount of chilies. Oh, that does sound like a wonderful challenge. I didn't have fish in mind at all at first. But I dare say I'll enjoy these. Thank you. Yeah! Oh, he doesn't have wrists. This man is all arm until he has fingers. Interesting. Anyway, next sale. Run. Run, Matsuya. We have sales to make. And people to please. Hello, sir. Would you like some fish? What is it? If you don't mind, I am rather busy. Oh god, it's my stomach. Oh. Aethysicus? No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. Eat more slowly and savor your food. Would that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like as not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. So I'm working hard while I still can to be better prepared. How do you intend to prepare? I start buying supplies. That I need to earn coins so I can buy food, medicine, what have you. How about some fish for your supplies that I first got? Aye, well, fish wouldn't be bad, but I don't want to go through the hassle of preserving them myself. I'd rather buy stuff that's ready to store. Darn. Rip. Too bad we couldn't make a sale, but we did manage to build something of a relationship. I did my best. Well, I made 2 of the 3. I'd say that's pretty good. Yeah, it seems like NPCs are snapping to the ground now to avoid that launching up into the air issue. Darn. Oh well. Off we go. Shoo. Oh. I also have to be in the circle, apparently. thank you for so much, for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell 2 of the 3 people you approached. Adventurers do indeed have great conversational skills. Watching you at work was very enlightening. By applying the lessons I've learned, I hope to one day peddle as well as you do. I'm glad to help. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Kazal soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Matzia? Oh, Kazal, hello. Have you finished your business at the guild? Ah, so you were there too. Forgive me. Try as I might, I can't find any buyers. No ships coming in and hardly any going out. There simply aren't any options at this rate. So, you can't buy my fish anymore? I'm sorry, Matzia. I truly am. For now, you must peddle your own goods. But by myself, I can't. Matzia! No. You'll be fine. I want to help you, I do. But as it stands, I can barely help myself. I've poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families depending on me, and I won't fail them. The sisters as my witness. Whose sisters? Who are these weird sisters? Kazal. Ah. Not to worry. Using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage. Somehow. Well, I had best to return to my village. My thanks again, and please, take care on the road. I will do my best. Poor Matzia. Excuse me. Hello in there. What clothing is that? I'm willing to bet it's an artifact gear. It is not artifact gear. Okay. Well, that's the healing outfit, so that's what I'm gonna be able to wear soon. Soon, I say, as if this isn't gonna take me like 100 hours. But that's fine. I'm not sure how much reading out loud I can do. Because my throat is starting to hurt. Oh no, that's right. His people are the ones that are being kidnapped. Maybe we should go make sure he's okay. I hope my boy is safe. Nah, as long as you're okay. I'm okay. Turtles! I love turtles. The turtles in this game are so round. Oh, hello. I didn't see the actual elephants at first. That's, a thing. Which way is it? Due west? Okay. You do not see Matsuya from here either. No, leave me alone. Help! Somebody help! Matsuya's voice, and it came from the north. No! My boy! Oh, there he is. Hello, tall lad. How do you like holy? And lots of holy. They might have haste and damage up, but I have holy. And now they are dead. I have one. Hello, Matsuya. Rayla, where are you putting your hand? That was weird. That was a bad angle. Anyway. Where did they go? Why are you here? I see you found him in time. You and your friends came to look for me. I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We heard that the Arcasodora are being targeted. We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know. The ocean, all we have. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. Well, that's a problem. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zalt. House of Divinities in the old tongue, it means. Are monstrous imitations that bring only death. Yeah, my voice is dying very quickly. I apologize. It's been a while since I did a stream for this long with this amount of talking in it. And fish. Asmongold is the god of trolling his chat. The video clips on YouTube keep killing me. Oh god. Not as much as your explanation about the fountain, though. I'm gonna have to go back and clip that for later. Definitely. So I wasn't archiving, the VODs from the sprint through the game, but I will be archiving the Endwalker VODs because I do plan to edit them. Eventually. Whenever I can find time for editing videos. I meant to have a bunch of VODs up on the YouTube channel this past weekend, but I forgot that that was my plan for the week. So I didn't make any of the thumbnails that I needed. Oh, where's my Aether Current I was looking for? Northeast. Well, that's untouchable. Okay. There's one to the west, it said. Wait. Could it be behind this rock somewhere, perhaps? Let me in. I had a face-off with a bard earlier this week. Every time I changed to an outfit, he would play a song from that game. Oh, that's cool. See, it's moments like that that, like, are why I play this game. Because cool stuff like that just kind of happens sometimes. Southwest. Right around here then? Oh, up there. Okay. Easy peasy. I'll just bunny hop my way up this incline and be done with it. Where Tifa's started playing Tifa's theme, then Link, and he started playing the main theme from Zelda, and then Zelda's lullaby. Cheats! Jumping up at that angle. It's not cheats. It's called taking advantage of my surroundings to the benefit of me and nobody else. Mad skills? Yeah, that too. Tell me about your gods. Unable to execute command while jumping. I mean, yeah, if someone ran at me and then was hopping up and down trying to talk with me, I wouldn't answer them either. Hmm? You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I am happy to oblige. Now, I don't know whence it is you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups. The Manusia, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and the Murga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together they are divinities, their forms and personalities many and varied. Some can be gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. Okay. Interesting. Hi, Stinian. What you doing over here? Mark you that platform out on the water. Some at our shrine, perhaps. Oh, that's gonna be important later, ain't it? Can I swim out that way? Am I allowed to swim here? I'm allowed to swim here. Can I go that far? Let's find out. Screw the main quest. Let's go. Every time I write/read mad skills, I think of Ratchet and Clank, which makes me think of 10. Every time I play 10 and hear Tidus, I can't hear his voice without thinking of Ratchet and his mad skills line. Oh no. The loop. Oh, hello. Mountain under the water. What is that? Can I dive here? I can dive here? Hello. It's so pretty. Hello. Oh, is this the fortress? Hello, fortress. Can I get in? I would like to get onto your square. Hello? Is anybody there? I probably have to find a side that's low enough for me to jump onto. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank and 2 in like the first mission he goes, I got mad skills. Mad skill. Mad skills. And he sees Clank looking at him like, dude, you okay? And he cuts off his next mad. I wanna go up. Up. I want uppies. I want uppies. Rayla want uppies. No? Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to wait until I have flying here to figure out what's over there. Oh. I want to see what other secrets the map has for us. Out this way. Any other secrets under the water? Oh, no, I've hit the shelf. Okay. Back towards the quest then. So I don't have to swim my way home completely. Whee! I haven't actually played a Ratchet and Clank game. I don't know if it's true to the originals at all, but I've been considering playing, I don't know if it's a remake or if it was the game they made based on the movie, but I've been considering playing that. While I didn't play Ratchet and Clank, I did play most of the Jak and Daxter games back in the day. Those were fun. Mean the one on PS4? Yes. In ancient times, the Mancia and the Murga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Mancia, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. They coveted the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered a new age of harmony between the two factions. Okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Yes, there's a joke in the trailer that's a game based on a movie based on a game. Yeah, and it's basically Ratchet and Clank 1. Okay, that's good to hear. Learn a thing or two about our gods, I trust. Yes. I have learned many things, and I totally didn't try to swim to an island in vain. I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. But some jokes in there you only get if you play Ratchet and Clank 1 on the PS2. Fair enough. A lot of remakes have moments like that, though, so that's fair. Apologies for the wait. Yes, 3 of the most revered deities. Ah, the Magus sisters. I've heard about them. You've heard about them already, yes? They're sisters. Center one is the eldest. Senduruva, goddess of wisdom. Okay. Middle sister, Senduruva. And then Minduruva, the youngest. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if they're part of, Pandemonium. Because a lot of the concept art shared of them was alongside the stuff from Pandemonium. I'm actually sad now that I gave my Mikote blue eyes. They should have been purple. Why? Horrible eyes. I think my Vera's eyes are purple. Said that an ancestor of the satrap, the Thrill of Razat Han, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times. Interesting. Huh. dragon ally. Indeed, interesting. Because purple is a color that's not common? Fair enough. Purple is a very mysterious color. Nidana. Okay. We are looking for Nidana. Oh. I have gained a level. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but they are indeed purplish. Great work. Yes, I'm going to see Nidana. Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful? I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes. When you meet her, take care that you don't drown in them. Matsu's got a crush. I love him dearly. My favorite thing to do when I had a character that was an Aura was I gave her very like neutral eyes, like a darker color or like a very light gray, and then I was able to technically freely change her eye color by changing the color of the limble rings. Ooh, I can't talk today. But yeah, that's probably why I keep going back to being an Aura, in all honesty. Are those... Uh-huh. Well, this is not good. Well, I guess we aren't in much of a rush to talk to the alchemist, so I will attune to this aetherite. Yeah, that's a way as well, but they are so tiny. I mean, yeah. And that's honestly the only reason why I ever, like, Fanta off of being a Makote or a, Aura is just because they're so small, and sometimes I like to feel tall. Like a Vieira. Well, now I have more bodies to bury, I guess. Horrifying. Wonder what happened to them. Oh, not dead.
What happened here?
Good question. If I would like to play a tiny character, I'd go law to look up at the Vieira.
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
I mean, most races have to look up at the
Thinkest thou
Vieira,
they
though,
but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
So they're all just taking a nice nap.
Oh, we have guests.
Why is your tail so tiny?
You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer
Why are
nights
your
have taken
horns
their toll,
green?
as you can see.
Why do you talk so eloquently for a child?
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
So many questions. Yeah, I have so many questions. I thought the only colors
People
for...
of the great work, I come bearing new
Oh, Raul
scales.
was black and white. Why is this small child allowed to be green? Why
have new
can't I be
scales?
green? Oh, well that certainly woke them up.
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
That's horrifying.
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
That's a bold claim.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people?
A valid response.
Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova!
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
Why is there so much tension between Estinian
That
and
is
this
well.
literal, like, 10-year-old? Since I'm going to the
You must
event,
be
I need
quite
to dress
familiar
according-
with Dragon
Uh-oh.
King, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so.
Now, see here.
Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Estinian? Well,
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
there he goes. Just the
Oh dear,
moment
your
of
poor
silence.
companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement.
Only a little.
No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk?
Sure. If you would be so
As you may
kind.
have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the
Ah,
request
that
to your
makes
mistress
sense.
Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
I do not trust this tiny child. He sounds like he's 50. And that's suspicious. I wonder if there's like a third. Well, no, because his tail is white. And his, like, body scales are white. Why does he have green horns? Why are you green? Pray, pay me no mind. I am here that I may be of service, nothing more. I don't believe that. Not for a moment. You were creepy. Hi, Nidana. Tower emits vast concentrations of aether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. I mean, yeah, that is a problem. So they're trying to make an item that will allow normal people without the blessing of light to go near things that can cause tempering, which is interesting. Huh. And dragons are apparently notoriously dense in aether. Which I guess is useful in this situation. Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose. Ah. Perhaps so. And knowing my colleagues, they won't be satisfied with blood alone. Ma'am, what do you mean by that? Ma'am, what is happening to Estinian? Is he going to be okay? Serve as an escort, huh? Okay, so you want to test my blessing? The last time this happened, a dragon ate my blessing, and somebody died for it. So, I'm not too optimistic about this. Whee! Yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but we're definitely going to be taking our time with this expansion. Like, we rushed through the rest of the game, trying to get ready before Endwalker, and though it didn't quite pan out, I definitely don't want to continue just bulldozing through everything. So although I might stream 14 more than once a week, I won't be doing any, like, 12-hour marathons or anything of the sort. At least not planned ones. If I happen to have time and we get into, like, a plot point that is very interesting, I might end up, I have to follow a lamp. I might end up streaming for longer than I would normally, but okay. I'm following a lamp, I guess. It is slower than my normal walk speed. You are struck by a powerful blast of aether, but suffer no ill effects. Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Well. If I must. Where are you going, little fellow? Still seem to be fine. What are the point of these tests? Aside from testing how strong my blessing is, how does it do that, I wonder? Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding? Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Okay. I will follow. Where is it going? But you suffer no ill effects. Okay. Well, it's working. I am not feeling the effect of his beam, which is good. Final discharge. Oh no. Well, I survived, so I guess I have that to brag about. Did you check out the trailer for the Final Fantasy game? Yes, I did watch the trailer. I forgot to mention it in the Discord server because I was busy trying to set some stuff up this morning. But yeah, no, it looks interesting. It looks interesting. I gotta say, I don't really play mainline Final Fantasy games, but I'll definitely look into it more when it comes out. Seems interesting. I am feeling completely fine, I assure you, Nadana. You're a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? Okay, so I need spirit weed for it. Sure thing. I will help you find your spirit weed. For your ink. I love the, like, hills and mountains, though. Oh! That's new. Off in the distance there. That's definitely new. Hello. I'm assuming that's Razat Han in the distance. Interesting. Hello. Being followed? Yeah, oh. Well, that's a problem. I feel like I'm the only one dressed for this event. Oh, never mind. What event? Oh, yeah, the Christmas event. As I press enter, Santa walked past me. Oh boy. Ooh, the event is in North Gardania. Okay, good to know. I'll have to check it out later. Stop hitting me. I'm gonna auto attack you. Viewers. Anyway. Hello, are you feeling better? I'm fine. Just through these pillars and up their eyes, huh? Oops. Up we go then. Pictures in general chat. Ooh, I will check them out shortly then. Hello? What are you? That's not normal. Oh, that tongue. Ugh. That's not normal. Nope. Where am I standing guard? Ah, right here. I will stand guard. Let me pull up the Discord real quick. I'm curious. Ooh! I like your outfit. That is a lot of snowballs on that snowman.
Yes, that would be Radzad Khan. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began.
Oh, sorry. I'll enable that. That's a cute outfit though. I like that.
The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing.
What can you tell me of the satrap? What's he like?
Well, he is the most important person in Radzad Khan. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjord from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people, but when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution.
Interesting.
The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzad Khan to thrive all these years.
Huh. I can see how.
And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
Endwalker goes pretty well. Thanks for asking. How are you today?
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
Oh, no, not you again.
I come all this
Hi,
way to
Daniel.
admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen? Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
That's concerning.
Allowing them to
dismiss a
construct
match of
such
items, but I think you already know all
handy
the
talismans
Yeah.
would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
That's nice, Van Daniel. Sleepy? Yeah, I'm sleepy too. Always. Oh, I'm glad it didn't let me drive off. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Oh, look at these statues though. Dancer statues. Would be better to do if my big freaking motorcycle isn't in the way. Interesting. Out of first person, please. Anyway. Onward, past the Pisakas. Hey! Hello! How are you today? Hello, 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 hello! How are things? Just made them Dalamud Red and Rose Pink. I like Dalamud Red. I don't get the chance to use it often, but it is one of the shades of red that I like better than most of them. Well, how about you? I'm doing pretty good. Excited to finally be starting Endwalker. I don't think we'll get too much further tonight, though. I don't know how much longer the Thavnair bit of the first questline lasts, but maybe we can finish this up? I don't think so, though. Aren't too far behind you? Well, that's good. Rayla, my thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. Oh, heck yeah. All these spoiler items in Gridania right now here. For the people busy with Endwalker? Oh no. You are both back. Excellent. Oh, it's the child that I do not quite trust. Stores of giant skull are running low. What? Well, when I last looked, there was still plenty. Well, that's no good. Let me guess. Yeah, you can't exactly send a 10-year-old out to go do some shopping in these circumstances. That would be bad. Oh, but you're gonna ask me to do it instead. Well, I guess I am a adventurer. I can handle it. Yeah, they're all wearing the level 90 stuff instead of glamoring it away or whatever. Come on, totally normal. It is not normal to send 10-year-olds to do your business if you're the leader of a country. I don't care if that 10-year-old is like has an IQ of 3,000. Why does he not have supervision? What's a Hamsa? I guess I'm about to find out what a Hamsa is. I used to go to the gas station by myself at that age-ish. I mean, when I was little, I would like walk to the park and stuff, but only if one of the two adults was available to attend. Oh my god, I love them. God, look at its eyes. Its tiny little wings. Oh no, I love it. I want one. Give it. Give to me. I'm not sure I like this. Also been learning how to tank heal with the trust system to see if I can keep them alive. But either the tanks and the trust systems are way OP or I'm doing a decent job. Honestly, I would say in order of like the most difficulty in completing the trust, it's DPS. Because sometimes you just die and that's just it. You're just dead, you have to start again. But healers, actually it's pretty tough to keep everybody alive. Yeah, that, oh, it's got, like, veins. Got its little feelers digging into the island there. Horrid. Oof, we blue screened one moment. Oh no! I didn't blue screen. No, okay. You blue screened. My bad. I hope you're doing okay other than the blue screening. And here we are, manned by the Radiant Host. This outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. It's on your screen? What's on my screen? I thought I heard the Epona song. I'm confused. This area has some parts that the music reminds me of the Epona song. Ah, yeah, that's fair. I thought you meant like there was a bard in the distance playing it or something. I was searching for a bard around me that was playing it, but it's your stream. Ah, yes, that makes sense. Yeah, I like the music out here, it's nice. I don't know where the theme is from, but I've heard one theme that sounds like a carnival that's destined to go out of business, and I'm very concerned for whatever that area ends up looking like. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Finally someone is questioning why this child is able to just wander around. Yeah, I don't trust this little child and his nub of a tail. Oh, for a moment I thought Tall Boy over there also had a green tail, but it's just part of his armor. That was concerning for a moment there, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, their armor, the shoes of their armor has little claws. Hello, what can you tell me about things? Oh, what can I tell you about things, I suppose? All they want is literally to destroy the world. What are your speculations about the boy, then? He is creepy and I don't like him. I have no clue what he is, or why the ruler of this place is letting him run around. I have a feeling we're gonna get there, and it's gonna be like, surprise, this tiny child is actually the ruler. We leave a 10-year-old in charge of the place now. Because that seems about right for how this is going so far. Okay, so these are just peacekeepers, basically. Yeah, the towers are just kind of like that. Hee hee. Oh, I don't like that. You were too eloquent for a child. I have to take the dodo again. Hello, Hamsa. I love how you just like have to lean back and let it just waddle. Like this is not comfortable in any fashion. At all. Anybody who enjoys riding a Hamsa like this is lying to you. I just like listening to what people theorize a lot. Yeah. Ah! The plants are trying to eat my bird. Whee! Oh, I was like, what did I just charge up? Hello? What is happening to me? Did I just fill... Oh no. I'm never free from them. It's a Dommel. I'm never free of their presence. When the violin or whatever that instrument is in the background, there's a part of it that sounds like a Pono song. Yeah! So my beloved. Oh, this is a menacing sight for sure. Oh, shoot, I went the wrong way. Flap those little wings. Flap, flap. Oh. Just kicked me off its back. Okay. I'm having way too much with G-posing. Yeah! What is this game for if not G-posing? What do you mean there's a plot? What do you mean there are raids? No, there is only glamour and G-posing. Giant skull, please. I will take it back down the hill to them. Add a sheep? Oh boy. I will add a sheep. The true end game, yes. The true end game. There you go. Here's a sheep. I lied, it's a goat, but it's close enough. Yes, go at. Correct. Let's not walk all the way back. Although this place is very scenic. It's nice, I like it. Oh, I would like to close the map, thank you. That was weird. Oh god, there are so many side quests here now. Hello, would you mind repairing my things? Hello? Controller, you good? Nadana, I have your giant skull. The true endgame, yes. Endgame content is not high-end raids, or extremes, or savages, or any of that. Endgame content is grinding gear for glamour purposes. Always. The grind never quits. As it were. Ooh, crunchy bones. I'm probably gonna call it a night soon. My throat is beginning to hurt from talking so much.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well.
Well, I see
You have to
all
hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavner, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that. What is it?
Oh,
What did
boy.
you see?
Yeah.
Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
He won't do anything. He's too much of a baby.
It holds. The vessel holds. This is the one.
Oh, good.
At long
A
last.
what? He said the thing. Yeah. Yeah, they did. A rather unfortunate thing, honestly, but he isn't wrong. Be fair.
Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments.
Hell yeah.
We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I
You're
would
never
prefer
done
you
taking
keep them
G-poses.
unsaid until we
Let's be
test the
real.
talisman's efficacy
You're
in the
only
field.
taking a break from taking G-poses.
It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place. To accompany me to the Tower of Zot. Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
That's a rather tall order. That's rude. Let's hope it doesn't come to that, okay? I'd rather not.
Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
That's the same as.
Madonna,
Do you ever stop clapping? Or is the pause
Are you
between claps
certain
just
you
getting
wish
longer?
to do this?
That's not wrong either, though.
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example.
Fair, I suppose.
But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
Okay. We will help Nidana with her experiment next time. Next time. Next time, we will help her out. For now, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Let's see. I believe, if I am not mistaken, if she was able to get her computer back up and running, yes. It looks like Aurora is streaming, so why don't we give her a raid? She seems to be playing, Brain. She is playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, yeah. Let's go say hi to Aurora. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. Of course, this is the last day that I stream this week, but I will see you all on Monday. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Tell Aurora I say hi, and I hope you all have sweet dreams. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.